Why doesn't this Moz bar ever work? $35, that's so low. This foremost media does not seem like a very reputable source at all. And they didn't cite any of their sources. We may need to change that one because the source is very weak. Anyway, let's do the last one though. This doesn't even talk about disability. Yeah, this doesn't have anything to do with what is this? Oh, this is talking about reputation basically. Add ADEL. ADEL. Should I just cite this then? I think I should just cite that original study, right? That's the stronger source here, right? This is the direct source of the actual study. So I think we should take this and then just cite instead that original study instead of this Business Insider stuff. Why is this coming every time? Maybe we need to make the font smaller on all these. Let's make them like 16. How do I center this in the middle of the box? I think we have to reference this and then center somehow, right?
Yes, click on this box basically. Shape format.
You said what? I'm sorry.
Yes, basically you have to select your box and then you have to go in shape format option.
I think it's centered now. What do you think? No, this is not right. Okay, we'll have this one once we put the graph here. But this is still so big though. That's the problem. Sixteen, 16, 16. Oh, wait. Maybe we can fit the graph here. I don't know. We can try it. Okay. Okay. So Fika, here is where you can help me now. I need to make this graph now.
Hmm. Analysis.
I cannot hear anything you're saying, by the way.
Okay, so basically combination of bar and line chart.
Mm-hmm.
So here we have combo, customer trust and brand perception impact is title, categories, brand trust, reputation, upgrade, perception, percentages, 81%, 5, 67, 52.
Or if you think of a simpler way to do this, I'm happy to take your suggestion. We don't have to do what ChatGPT is saying.
So basically through bar charts we can represent this thing, right? But what you want to show with line chart, like your, is there something that we have to show with line?
We don't
Like
have to.
consumer, yes, brand trust 67 would try a product based on reputation alone. Always stop at trust. Okay, so what we will do, okay, so we have to create this chart, like you want to create this chart here, or we can create this chart in Excel and then we can copy it here. Okay,
I
just go
would
to
prefer
insert.
to create it in here.
Okay, so for this we should have table, like okay, just go to insert tab.
Give me 1 second, actually. Let me use the bathroom. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Basically,
Sorry?
yes, go to insert tab, file home, insert tab, and menu bar. insert chart.
This one?
This column, okay. But here we have like different series, but we want only one series. So you can select column line. Okay, you can select this one. Here basically we have to change like category one is replaced with what we have here.
So this is a combination and bar and line chart. Is this
So
the best
basically,
way to do this?
we just want to show 81% for consumer-based buying decision and 67 consumer would try product based on reputation alone.
Yeah.
Effect on long-term loyalty and market value qualitative data. So basically, what we have this like qualitative. We just want to show only these two readings on bar, like 81% and 67. Or
Yeah.
is there any something that you want to represent with your line chart? Line highlight the drop in willingness to associate with the brand when trust is lost or when uh, negative negative perceptions are present. Okay, so highlight the drop in willingness to associate with a brand when trust is lost or when negative
It's
perception
basically
is.
a bunch of bars with a line going through it. That's what it is, right? It's a
Hmm.
bar chart combined with a line graph.
Yes. So basically, we can select combo for this, but what you will type in for line, like what is your series for line?
What will I show on the line?
Yes.
We're gonna show a line that's gonna highlight the drop in willingness to associate with the brand when trust is lost. So it's gonna be a line that's gonna be going like uh how do I highlight the drop in willingness to associate?
Negative perception can really reduce long-term loyalty market value. Brand trust 81%, reputation 67. Negative perception, in fact, it is qualitative data, not quantitative data. So from where we will take this qualitative data?
We
Connect
don't
to
have to
other.
take the quality data from anywhere. We're citing the source for that talks about the study. We just need to show
Hmm.
a line that shows that as brand trust and reputation goes down, so does their willingness to associate with the brand. But I'm not able to visualize what this is gonna look like. I don't know what that would look like. I can't picture it in my head. It would just, can you hold on? But this line doesn't make any sense at all, does it?
Impact on loyalty and consumption.
This
I
needs to
don't think
be,
I think we just have to represent this thing by bars only, like brand trust and reputation.
if we just do bar, brand trust and reputation, then how will we show that as people trust the brand less and as the reputation declines, so does their trust?
Like 80% and 67% show this. Okay.
The dashed line represents the qualitative impact of negative brand safety, but significantly reducing links to the brand. I'm not understanding how this shows that. Are you understanding it?
Basically, if you see, this is on 40%, right? So 40, it's mean like half half, because total percentage is 81, right? And it is 40 in both cases.
Okay, so basically this is people's willingness to engage is right here. It's between 40 and 50. And it's flat. I don't understand. This graph, this bar should be
Hmm.
going like this, wouldn't it? It should be going like
But
that. As brand trust goes up, people's willingness to engage with the brand goes up. As the company's reputation goes up, people's willingness to engage with the company goes up. It shouldn't be a flat line. It should be from here to here, right?
basically, you say about that like trend line.
Yes, right. We're trying to
So we check.
show that this and this, the lower these two bars are, right? The lower this is going to be. So at zero trust and zero reputation, engagement by customers is zero. At 100% trust and 100% reputation, engagement by customers is 100. Something like that, right?
Yes.
Isn't that what
So
it's saying? I mean, am I
yes.
not understanding it or?
Um,
Yeah, this is basically what it's saying, right?
right. System track product implementation and they lost
So
trust in the brand.
trust and reputation, right?
Yes.
81% trust, 67% reputation.
Yes.
And
You got.
as these two factors go up, so does their engagement with the brand.
Hmm. So basically, first we have to create a bar chart. Then we can add trend line.
Okay, sure. So
Yes.
tell me how.
So basically, category one, instead of category one, you have to put first we have what like first we brand trust. So yes, A2, in A2 cell you have to type brand trust. Yes,
Here,
here. Yes, this is brand trust. Category two is your reputation.
I put rep
We will type
81,
what we have, like percentage.
81 and 67.
Yes. Percentage signs. Per-
0, right?
Yes.
No.
But it's the values in percentage. So you have to type 0.81%. Basically, you have to type 0.81% in B1. Yes, here 0.81 and 0.67.
And then turn them into percentages
Yes,
like this.
yes.
But I don't want the 0.00.
Yes, so you can put 0, yes.
Nice. Okay.
Series 1 label as percentage.
What does series one mean?
Basically, your
What do I put up here, you said?
series 1.
Yeah, well, do I need to put any title there or no?
Yes.
What do I put?
Um, uh, hmm, percentage. Basically, your on y-axis we have percentage, right?
Oh, we need to write percentage.
Yes.
So where do we write categories? How do we insert that label later?
We can insert this.
Okay, that's it, right? On this one.
Yes. Right now. This straight title, like percentage is title.
Yeah, I will. I'm just looking at it first. Make sure it is doing it correctly. Bottom, they had categories, so we need to change this.
Hmm.
How do I edit that? Just write it right inside of it, right?
No, basically, you can click on this plus sign we have here. Yes, click on this. Yes, close the legend. Basically, this is your legend. Uncheck the legend. Second last.
No, I do want to show that though. I want to show categories down here.
Yes, but you have to add, yes, basically you have to add title axis. Basically, this represent legend. Legend, you can see where is legend in this chart. Like percentage is represented with blue bar, and negative perception impact is represented with orange line. So basically, this is your legend. So in our case, it is category.
Do we need to write the word categories?
Yes, we can. Just go back. We will write. Basically, this is access title. Just uncheck the legend here. Hmm. And check the second, like access titles. Hmm. Now, now in x-axis type access title in x-axis you can type categories. Here you have to type percentages. Here you have to type categories. Click on this.
This one, right? Right here.
Yes. Yes. Remove this one and type categories. And
And then
on
delete this one.
y-axis, access title. Basically bar represent this. No? The percentage. Remove title and heading.
Consumer trust and brand perception impact, right?
Hmm. But we have not shown like brand impact uh, perception. So for this, basically, just go back and first open the trend line. Like then you will basically here we have categories and their percentages.
Mm-hmm.
91%. Negative brand safety perception significantly reduce willingness to associate. Okay, just click on this chart and add trend line, the plus sign basically. Hmm. Trend line, last one. This one. Basically, this is your trend line.
So what is that trend line showing right now?
Basically, it shows like brand trust is more as compared to reputation, right? Basically, there is no need to use this trend line because we don't want to show any trend here. We have to open the data labels here, like brand trust represent with 81 and reputation is present with 67. So we have to open data labels here.
Without the
Because,
trend showing
hmm,
how people, without that line, how could we represent that? Otherwise, it just looks like, okay, pe companies' brand trust was 81% and reputation was 67%. But we're leaving out the
hmm,
main point, which is to show that as
hmm,
this goes up and this goes up,
hmm.
this goes down. No, sorry. As this goes up and this goes up, this also goes up. We need to actually not do this bar chart. Wouldn't it make a lot more sense to do line graph here? No.
So,
No, it
no,
would
I
not.
just like
I think we
basically
just
here
need
we
to
just show the
I think we just need to draw a
comparison.
line from here to here and
Yes.
just label that line consumer engagement or something like that.
Okay, negative brand safety perception significantly reduce willingness to associate, affecting long-term loyalty and market value. Okay, so basically, for this, basically, you can check your ChatGPT like they have mentioned for line like qualitative data, right? So what are and they select 40%, right? In fact, 40%. If you go
But
back to ChatGPT,
their graph doesn't make any sense. Well, I guess it does to a certain extent because 40% brand trust and 40% reputation equals 40% engagement. Is that what they're saying by the straight line?
yes.
That's kind of
Basically,
such a strange way to show that. Like if you quickly present this slide to somebody, if I presented this slide to you, would you know that's what it's saying?
what I understand through this, like the negative perception impact. Basically, if brand is increased, like brand is 81 and reputation is 67 right now, but this sign shows same result, like in both cases, either in brand trust or reputation. I think there is no engagement of brand trust with this perception impact. Okay, can you make a prompt here, like where you can ask it for like qualitative data that his select like that dashed line negative perception impact represent the qualitative impact of negative brand, significantly reducing willingness to. So, like what type of value we will have in chart like that represent this dashed line, like represent the qualitative impact of negative brand safety perception, because line chart made on quantitative data, not qualitative data. So I think we have to give this thing manually.
I have no idea what they're talking about here.
The original high trust and the test time will deficit a significant drop due to negative perception. I think we will type this thing manually, like brand trust is 30%, reputation is 20%.
Okay, when brand trust is 30% and reputation is 20%, what is the brand engagement? That's what we need to know, right? That's what the line is showing, right? When this is 30% and that's 20%, how much do people engage with the brand?
Uh, just scroll it up
So
so
to
you can
me,
see.
what would
Hmm.
make the most logical sense to show visually, I would think would be that goes like from here to here. A
Okay.
line that goes from here to here, right? Maybe not a
Okay.
straight line, but some type of like, I don't know, wavy line or something like that, right? That as like as, you know, brand trust is going up and reputation is going up.
Um, Basically, for this, you have to give the percentages like manually because it is not possible with trend line because trend line
Needs
always,
numbers.
yes, numbers
Okay,
basically.
so let me just then do this.
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay. Consumer
Hmm.
engagement 74% in that particular scenario.
Yes.
So should we just make a line with 74%?
So basically, we will add these two values and line.
Right. We can maybe add like, hey, when it's 81 and 67, it's 74, but when it drops to 30 and 20, it's 25. Can we
Uh,
visualize that? That would be the best, ideally.
okay. Yes. So before, after. After. So basically, for this, we have to use clustered column. Like there, we have two columns for brand trust and two columns for reputation.
Okay.
Like after will be represented with orange line or before will be represented with blue line.
Hmm. Do you know how to make that?
Yes, so basically, what we will do, like in series two of this, we will add these two things. Uh, if you click, if you want line also, so you have to select combo chart instead of this bar chart. Hmm. Right click on this chart, uh, paint chart series. So basically, we have series two. You can type here.
Like that, right?
Hmm. Then you have to rename this column like as what? First one is after and second one is before.
This one is before, you mean? And this one is after, like that?
Yes. percentage sign.
So it'll be 0.30.
Hmm.
Like that.
Yes, you can open your legend. Like click on this plus sign. You can open it on the this is the blue region if you want. Like what does this blue line represent and what orange line represent here?
It's too much stuff in one.
Yes.
I need to show the before and after though. What can I do? Is it data labels?
Basically, through data labels, your this reading will come like 81% and all.
Yeah, but what about before and after when we wrote that?
It's totally depend on you. Like
So the only way we can get it is to make it look like that. That's the only way we can do this.
basically, we can do this thing, but it this chart is not properly fit here. Like we have to increase its size. Okay, just open the legend, and what you can do, you can remove the y-axis from here because we will open our data labels.
Okay.
Hmm. Just click on this percentage like 100% 80 y-axis. Click yes, delete. Also click on this percentage sign, percentage, yes, this title, delete. Hmm. Now open data labels here. These are data labels. Okay. And okay, so what we can do, like we can open here legend because we want like to represent this like hmm, legend. Okay, linear before remove. Basically, right now you can see we have trend line that is linear before like 81 and 60, right? 67. But you can also see 30/20. So 30% is high as compared to 20, right? So this one is not your legend. This one is not your trend line, basically, in your case. This is basically the line. Or what we can do, we can represent this instead of orange bars, we can represent with this line. Click on this uh, orange bars, right click, okay, change series chart type. Select after uh, instead of clustered column, select line chart.
This one?
Yes, any. Click OK. Okay. Now close the trend line. Like there is no need to use trend line. Hmm. So right now it is basically before reading is show with bar and after reading is show like with line, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if you want to close data labels and uh, line, so you can just click on this data labels like 30/20%. Just click on this 30. Yes. And you can just uncheck the data label. Hmm.
Like that?
Yes, from here. Yes, click here.
Click again.
Yes. No. So basically, we want the data labels for yes. Or you what you can do, you can just select this 30 and 20% and delete this data labels, like because it is not readable. Just delete.
Delete this data label. Uncheck this.
No, no, not uncheck this. Basically, it will also remove the data labels from the bar. Just delete from your keyboard. Select this and then delete. Yes, perfect. So basically, we want data labels on bar, not on line. So before and after. So you want to present this thing with before and after, or you can just remove the legend from here, right? Like, what is this orange line represent? Orange line represent negative perception, right? So you can, okay, you want 40% this thing, right?
Well, I thought we were gonna show that as brand reputation, when brand reputation is at 81 and sorry, when trust is 81, reputation is 67,
Hmm.
consumer engagement is 74. When this drops to 30 and this drops to 20, the trust drops to 25.
Hmm.
I thought we were trying to visualize this right here.
Okay, so consumer engagement. So your fourth column, your third column is basically consumer engagement. But in consumer engagement, if you type 74 and 25, so it will be like first in a start because 74 is high and then we have low value. So it will be high to low,
Right,
not
that's
in
what
your
I,
case like low to
so
high.
here's what I was thinking,
Hmm.
right? Two more bars here showing the drop in the trust and reputation, and then a line graph
Show consumer engagement.
that follows that, right? So it would go up,
Hmm.
down, up, down. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have one bar here, another it's at 81%. The second bar would show 30%. This bar would show 67%. The next bar would show 20%. Then there would be a line, okay, that would start here and it would go up like this and go to 74. Okay. Um, yeah, it would go to 74 here, and then it would, hold on one second, let me think about it. Brand trust 81, 30. Reputation 67, 20. So we're showing brand trust reputation. We're showing 81 and we're showing 67. Then we're
Hmm.
gonna do two more lines to show 30 and 20. So we're gonna show 30 down here, 20 down
Hmm.
here. And then, but
Hmm.
there's two things here. So we need the line to go to all the way to 74 here. So it is to start at 74 actually. It will start at 74 on this bar, right?
Hmm.
And then on the next bar, when the thing, drops from 81 to 30, it would also follow drop like this.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's it. And then on this bar, it would start here and then it would drop again. So we need two separate lines, right?
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Look,
Okay,
we
so
need
what
so
we will
base
do?
four
I understand.
columns and two lines like that.
Uh, okay, first we create second bar. So for second bar, just right click on this and again select clustered column. You have to right click on this chart. change chart type. Third option. So for your line, like yes, this one change into clustered column. First one, first. Yes, this one. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So basically, this is this one. Okay. Now, what we also want line. Okay. So for line, what you will do? Okay, just go to their table that you have created last time. Go to the data table basically. Okay. Now here you have to you have to make a third column here, like this for consumer engagement.
Is the consumer engagement the term that they're using?
Yes, you can see find values for the chart. Third line is consumer engagement.
I'm not sure if that's the right construct to use. Should we call it engagement or consumer buying decision, purchasing decision? Maybe buying decisions is a better word because it's in
Okay.
here, right here in the article.
Okay. Hmm.
Buying decision. Let's just use that word.
Okay.
1 second, sorry. I need to check something. Okay.
Basically, they mentioned like 81% of consumer-based buying decisions on brand trust, 67% would try a product based on an application.
We need to just put those numbers in and then just make a line, two separate
Okay.
lines, right?
Two separate lines.
How do we make two? I think we need to look, we need to put a column in between the after before and another column after and put buying decision column for after both each of these columns
Same
and then
result,
make the
like
lines, right?
same result.
Huh?
You try to show same results, like 74 and 25%.
Well, I don't know how to do this on here, but I know that I thought that the way you would do that is that you would add one column here and another column here, and both would say buying decisions or something. And then you would add the line graph. You would represent the numbers using a line.
Okay, try
I don't
doing
know.
this.
I'm not sure how to put it here.
Basically, we have not created this type of chart. We have created combo charts, right? So basically, where we have two series right now, like before and after, and then we will show things if we have sales and orders. So we represent sales with bar graph, with line chart, and orders with bar graph. So right now we have this thing before and after. Basically, these are the percentages. So that's why we use column bars or column chart for this. And for buying decision, in buying decision, we also have like values. So we can also show this buying decision in bar graphs also. Third one is used as like bar graph. Okay, just
But
put this
it would make a
percentage.
lot more sense to show it in a line though, right?
Okay, okay, sure.
Because
Just
there would be
put
too
the
many
value.
bars if you do the bars.
Hmm.
To me, what makes the most sense is to have a line that goes from here down to here, a line that goes from here down to here, to show that as this is decreasing, so is
Hmm.
the buying decision.
Hmm. Perfect. So basically, you can do in this way. Um, okay, so before, after, and then buying decision. Okay, so for first one, it is 74%.
Uh, yes.
Okay, so 74%.
But 74% where? Here?
Indeed. Yes.
Brand trusts. This consumer engagement word, I made it up basically, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's my made up construct. I never talked about that at all. Okay. 74 here. And then 25. Is that right?
And change these values in percentage.
Oh, yeah. Mm. 74 was it? Yeah. 25. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so right click on this chart.
The whole chart?
Yes. Change chart type, combo.
Hmm?
Come to combo.
I can't hear you. Combo?
Yes, nice. Option combo. Okay. Okay, just basically right now it is
Why does it
hmm?
why does it already say line, but it's not a line, it's a bar?
No, just click come outside, like okay, click okay. Okay, just click on this secondary axis and not this one. Last one. Click here. No, not this one. Uncheck this one. Oh, okay, just click OK. 74 and 67, right? Okay, but what you want?
Is two lines, right?
Yes.
I guess one line could make sense also. Well, it doesn't really touch the orange at all. So according to this, even when brand trust is at 30%, consumer buying decisions are still so high, which is not the case, right?
Okay. So basically for after and after, we have to use another line like for after and after.
Yeah.
So for this, we will add one more. Okay, go to data, uh, edit data. Okay, just click on the this bar, like orange bar after. Yes, yes. Now open trend line here. Click on this plus sign and open the trend line here. Hmm. Like this one is useful for you, like it shows trend between orange and orange, like
I still believe the best way to show this would be to have a legend that says the green one is buying decision and have the green go from the blue to the orange and then go from blue to the orange again.
So for this, basically, we have to give the values, but I don't think like it is possible inside this chart. This is basically a line chart. So in this, you have to give values like 74, 25, right? So it's only passed from your blue bars. So these values are also the part of your blue bars, not the orange. Like orange is something else, basically.
That's what I was saying. Shouldn't we put the buying decision also here in between after the before?
Just yes, just try this thing like here. Just copy this data and insert one more column.
And how do I uncopy? Escape, I guess. Yeah. That's definitely not making sense. That didn't work, I don't think.
Or what you can do, you can make this thing manually. Like there is no need to add this thing like here. You can do draw lines.
Yes.
So just remove like this thing from here.
How do I just delete the green one?
Hmm.
Delete?
Yes, you can.
Okay. And
Of
this one?
this trend line also. Yes, click on plus sign and close the trend line.
Okay.
Now go to draw. Okay, also, yes, click on this chart, like click on this chart and also close the, click, yes, click plus sign, click on plus sign. Hmm. Uh, Grid lines, uncheck the grid lines. Hmm. And if you want after reading also, so you can on data labels of this after also. No, orange bar, click on orange bar.
Yeah, 1 second. These numbers are so big. Let me see what numbers I used here. Nines. Let's just use nines here too.
Okay.
You changed both of them, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
8s. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, if you want to open data labels for orange bar also, so just click on orange bar.
Okay.
Yes, and plus sign, open data labels. Hmm. Now we have to add line, draw line. Okay, go to draw option.
One second.
Hmm.
Okay. Go to draw option.
Yes, with insert you will find draw. Hmm. So basically you take any marker and then you can draw. Otherwise, what you can do, you can take second option.
So I have to draw from 74 to
74 to 25%.
okay, we should also make this green and red, this one.
Hmm.
Can we do that right now? The color of it?
Yes, yes, yes.
I can't just choose one, each one individually.
You can double click on the pencil bar.
I want to make that one red, but there's no red here. You see what I'm
Here we
saying?
have
Design tab, choose variant, choose new theme from the galleries. Okay. Sign. We have to pick one that has red and green both, right?
yes.
This one? But why can't I not change its individual color?
Now you can basically. Okay, what you can do, just select the bars and go to your home and then you can change the color. Just select the bar first. Now go to home,
Here?
shape fill.
Okay. Okay. Also, I want to make all this dark black instead of this gray color. So can I just do like black like that?
Okay.
I want to make it dark black so people can see it easily.
Okay.
I think it's
Yes.
doing it
Thank
like that, right?
you. Hmm. You have to select here.
Mhm. I think this is already in dark black. Mhm. Okay, now what?
Yes, perfect.
I'm sorry?
Yes, it's look perfect. Now what we have to do? We have to add a line, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to add line, so basically in this chart, we will add line, but it will not create legend for this because this line now we create manually, right?
Right.
Hmm. Okay, so go to shapes. Right now
But
we
I need
are
to first
on shape.
understand where the line needs to start and end. So would it for brand
Hmm.
trust, it would start at it would be 74 to 25 both times, in fact, right? Always be 74 to 25 here. 74 to 25 here, right? No.
Uh, it is 67 right now. Basically, uh, before it is 74. So basically, it is different thing. Like green line is on 74, and on red line we have after reading like 25% after. When we have after reading like 30/20 divided by 2, so it is negative impact.
So where would the line start and where would the line end for this one? It would be at 74 here. Because when this is 81, this is 74. Is that right?
Which one?
Where will the line start and where will the line end? What will be the numbers?
74 and 25, right? So
So this one
basically,
will be 74 going to this one to 25, right?
no, basically 30/20, the average of this, like 30 and 20. First, we have to add 30 and 20, 50, 50 divided by 2, 25%. So red line is basically 25%, and green line, we have here like 60, 81 and 67. So basically, these are the averages. So we have to represent this averages basically. It is not a line like comparison 74 to 25.
Okay. Show me how.
These are
Let's.
basically readings.
I'm still not quite understanding concept mentally like how this is the lines are gonna go. So basically, when brand trust is at 81,
Hmm.
consumer buying decisions is at 74. So when this is 81, that line should be at 74, right? Here, correct?
Okay.
We know that. Okay. When brand trust drops to 30, consumer buying decisions should be at 25. So at 30, that line needs to be at 25, right? So that's why I was saying it would go from here to here. It would be 74 here and 25 here, one line, correct? Now, does that make sense what I'm saying? Brand customer buying decision here on brand trust at 81 would be a 74. If you were to plot these dots, it would be a dot here on 74, and it'd be a dot here at 25, right? Make sense?
Uh, Basically, you can see before negative perception impact. Consumer engagement is 74, right? Before negative perception impact.
Oh,
Consumer
so it's
engagement is
not
74. Yes, it is not associated with individual readings, it is associated with average. Like
basically,
81 plus, yes.
I think I understand what's going on here.
So basically, in start, it is 74%, and in before, like it is 25%, right? So that's why we want to show this thing in bars, right there, because there is no line that you can show these two results, like
You
74
could
and 25.
you could take ratios. 74% to 81 is ratio. 30 to 25 is the ratio. We need the equivalent numbers for 20, 67 and 20 to show the ratio. How much does buying decisions drop for 67% also and also for 20%, right?
Yes. But right now we have consumer engagement like 81 plus 67 divided by 2, which is 74. This is like before. And consumer engagement negative impact. Like 30 plus 20 divided by 2 is 25%. So basically this is your negative impact, like 25, because it decreased 74 to 25.
So basically what you're saying is that it would be easier just to show another bar here for buying decision
Hmm.
and another bar here also.
Yes, because we want to show comparisons. Like if it is 81, uh, basically we have two more series. Like in brand, this is not a brand trust. This is like before. So before our brand trust is 80%, 81, 67 is our consumer, no, reputation. Then we have to, basically we have separate bars for before, and we also want separate bars for after in order
Mm-hmm.
to do comparison.
Okay.
We don't want this brand trust and reputation here on accesses. We want before and after. Like in before, first we show, but again, basically we can show this thing in what we can do, like in table form, because it is become more difficult, like to understand.
Yeah.
So before 61, 67, after 30, 20. Then basically we want 74 result before, and for after we want it to be 25%. So this is basically the issue. So for this, I think we will go with mm, line, like line chart separately, where we have only 74% in first one, and in second we have 25%.
Okay. Let's do one thing though. Let's pick back up tomorrow because I'm getting really sleepy and I have to get up in like 5 hours. If that's okay with you.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have to, my
Okay.
work is
Okay.
I have to be at there at 7. So I'm just gonna take all this and just put it in the notes for right now. So we have everything. We don't need this thing, right? Okay. So we have everything saved that we need, I think.
Hmm.
Uh,
So we will-
Did we have a source for this one or no?
Uh, no, I don't have. You can send me, so it's good.
Yeah, we did have a source. Business Insider. No, it was not business. It was Edelman 2019 Edelman Trust Barometer Special Report. So we call it the Edelman Barometer Special Report. Edelman Trust Barometer is the name of the thing. Let's go ahead and put the source in there so we don't forget it. How can I put it here without changing the format? Paste what? Like if I want to paste this, but I don't want to change the formatting, how do I do that? Paste what? Like that, right? Edelman Trust Barometer. Here's this one. And then hyperlink this. Why did it change it to green color like that?
You can change the color manually, like
But how do I know what color this is?
if you go to home, just highlight this thing like foremost area, foremost media, and go to no, so here basically clipboard option in first like in ribbon you can see the brush icon, not here, yes this one, yes now select your area where you want this formatting, like select your Edelman trust barometer.
Like the brush?
Mm, not just click anywhere, no. Just select foremost area first, foremost media. You have to select this foremost media. You have to highlight this.
Okay, then
Right, yeah, right click. Don't have option. This one. You can select brush like first we have selected from the clipboard.
I'm sorry.
From the clipboard, you have to select brush again.
This one?
Yes, this one. This is basically format painter. Yes, click here. Now you have to select Edelman Trust Barometer. Basically, you just click
Undid it.
and not select it.
I see what's going. Okay, I think I know what's going on here. I need to do like this. Click the brush.
Hmm.
Come here. Start here,
And select the area.
and go straight like that.
Hmm.
Now I made it black. This is the link text color, actually.
Hmm.
So we need to come here and go to link, edit link. There should be a link text color option over here somewhere, right?
If you don't have, so you can change manually like this green to blue. You have to select this, like element trust parameter, select the, yes, then change the color.
Mm, it's not the right one. That one?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's just leave it here for now and then let's pick it up tomorrow.
Okay, sure.
Okay, and then as far as let me just stop the recording.